Hi, my name is Bob Schooley with Purpose and Performance Group. I'd like to spend a little time with you today on balancing stakeholders. This is a critical skill. A lot of the work that we do often involves change, and often that change has a disruptive aspect to it. And in order to accomplish or be successful in those kind of projects, it's critical that you have a unified group of stakeholders, which I like to refer to as a coalition. And I want to encourage you when you're putting together that coalition, it's something that you need to focus on from day one. It's not like you can wait and one day we're working on a large project that's going to have some ripple effects throughout the organization and win over the stakeholders that you need. To win those stakeholders over and unite them in a shared purpose requires a lot of effort. And literally from day one, you need to have an outward mindset to where you're constantly scanning the horizons, building high trust relationships with stakeholders both inside and outside of the organization, understanding what's on their agenda, what they're trying to accomplish in their projects and in their efforts, and build those kind of relationships to where there's a really good common bond, if you will, or what I would refer to as a shared purpose. And again, you've got to, with regards to pulling these stakeholders together, it's something that you have to be very intentional about, and literally, I think, focus a part of every day on building and strengthening those relationships that you have with key stakeholders throughout the organization. I'd like to share with you an example from my career. I once was involved where I was asked to put together a development program for a role in the organization that was referred to as manager on duty. We referred to them as MODs. Very important role because at select times, it was a 7-day-a-week, 24-hour operation. So you had some shifts where the MOD was the highest ranking team member that we had on site, and therefore they were responsible for the health and well-being of the organization. Very important role in our organization. And unfortunately, we had lost a couple of MODs that had taken jobs elsewhere. That really kind of gave us pause, and we commissioned a project to better understand what we could do to help retain MODs, but also to help them develop and flourish. Kind of given the significance of that role, there were a lot of stakeholders that had some very strong opinions about what needed to be included in the development for the MODs. HR had some significant, they were very interested in performance management, the role that the MOD played in performance management of frontline employees. Compliance, wanted to make sure that the policy and procedures were being implemented and followed correctly. Security, there were a bunch of rules that we needed to follow in order to make sure that the facility was safe. And even the CEO weighed in. The CEO felt like the MOD position was critical to our guest service. So there were a lot of different stakeholders that had a strong opinion about what this MOD program needed to include. And I think very fortunate because we had a good relationship going into that. We were able to huddle. We were able to combine all of our thoughts. We were united by a shared purpose. And basically, the result of that effort, I think we got a lot better outcome because of the pulling together everyone's ideas, the different perspectives. I think it was a lot better outcome than what I ever could have come up with on my own. So I think that's a good example of when you're able to bring together stakeholders that may have very different views of what needs to be accomplished, and there's that trust where they know, hey, we're all on the same team, we're united by this common cause, you can build some pretty amazing things. And to me, the bottom line when it comes to balancing stakeholders, and I'm going to butcher this, so forgive me, but it's an African proverb, and it goes something to the effect of, if you want to run fast, run alone. If you want to run far, run together. And to me, that's all what balancing stakeholders is about. It's about building these purpose-driven coalitions that are able to basically carry forward that transformational change, even though that there may be some disruption associated with that. So good luck to you out there. And again, I would encourage you from day one, focus, have that outward mindset, focus on meeting key stakeholders, both inside and outside of the organization, understanding their perspectives, and then being able to work with them when the opportunity arises. Thank you, and take care.